Welcome back. So in this video we are going to discuss about the numericals on velocity and acceleration. So in the previous videos we've been discussed about the to find out the velocity and acceleration for a mechanism. So in this we are going to discuss about the numericals on angular velocity and angular acceleration. So first we'll see the problem. An engine mechanism as shown in the figure. So we'll see the figure later. The crank CB is 100 mm and the connecting rod BA is 300 mm with the center of gravity G is 100 mm from point B. In the position as shown, the crankshaft has a speed of 75 radians per second and an angular acceleration is 1200 radians per second square. So based on these given conditions, we need to find velocity of G and angular velocity of AB. So we need to find out the velocity at the G and angular velocity of AB and acceleration of G and angular acceleration of AB. So in the both the condition we need to find out velocity and acceleration of both the G and angular velocity and angular acceleration of AB we need to find. Now we'll see the diagram what they've been given the diagram. Yes, see they given the value is from A to B. What the value they have given from A to B or B to A is 300 mm, that is 0.3 meter if you want to convert, and from B to C what is the value we have in a C to B is nothing but 100 mm, that is nothing but in a 0.1 mm, and the angle they have given as in a 120 degree. And now we need to find out at this point you can able to see this A B C with a given dimension from A to B is nothing but 300 mm, from B to C is we having in a 100 mm. So if you want to convert that, it will in the meter. Now we can able to see this at point G. What is the angular velocity and angular acceleration? What is the velocity and acceleration of at point G? And we need to find out at point A at AB what is the angular velocity and angular acceleration from the given data. So what they have given omega BC, that is angular velocity of the BC, they have given as 75 radians per second, and angular acceleration BC they have given as in a 1200 radians per second square, and the distance CB is C to B or from B to C it is an 100 mm, and B to A is or A to B is an 300 mm, that is 0.3 meter. This is what the given data. Now by using this given data we need to find out the mainly angular velocity and angular acceleration we need to find out. So first we know that the velocity of B with respect to C, the velocity of B with respect to C or velocity of B, that is vector BC will be equal to VB, that is vector BC will be equal to vector B, or what we are going to consider as an omega BC, omega BC into CB. So the omega BC is, that is angular acceleration is 75, that is angular velocity is 75 radians per second into 0.1. 0.1 is nothing but the distance between C and B is 0.1. That will be now the value will be 7.5 meters per second. So that is the vector BC, or we are going to consider angular velocity of the BC. Since the angular acceleration of the crankshaft, angular acceleration, that is alpha BC, they have given as 1000 radians per second square. So therefore the tangential component of acceleration B with respect to C, this tangential component of acceleration B with respect to C, so that will be alpha BC will be equal to alpha BC into CB. So now the distance angular acceleration 1200 mm they are given into 0.1. BC is nothing but, or the CB the distance they are given as 0.1, that will be equal to 120 meters per second square. So now the value of vector BC we got 7.5 meters per second, that is omega BC, and the alpha BC what we got is 120 meters per second square. Now by the measurement we find the velocity of the G, Vg will be equal to vector Cg. So what is the distance from the C to G is 6.8 meters per second. From C to G is 6.8 meters per second. That is what we got from the measuring from by the measurement from to find the velocity of the G. Vg, that is vector G, is vector Cg will be equal to 6.8 meters per second. From the velocity diagram now, from this velocity diagram point Vg, from the velocity diagram we find that the velocity of A with respect to B will be, that is vector VA, that is vector AB will be equal to vector BA. So that will be the 4 meters per second. See how? Because vector A, B will be equal to BA. So by finding that in the vector diagram, you can able to see from A to B, it will be B to A. The diagram or the distance will be 4 meters per second. Now by constructing this velocity diagram, we can able to see this AB according to the given dimensions AB, what we have been written, that we have been constructed. Now at point G, when you are going to measure from this point C to G, the vector Vg will be equal to 6.8 meters per second. 6.8 meters per second when we have been measured from point CG. Now similarly, when you are going to measure the VAB, that is vector BA, from B to A, in this diagram we are going to get as 4 meters per second. Yes. Now coming to the acceleration diagram. So similarly, how we have been identified the vector diagrams or the vector values, that is velocity values. Now we need to find out similarly in the acceleration diagram. See, now we can able to see this acceleration diagram. So we know that the radial component of acceleration of B with respect to C. So now the alpha acceleration BC will be equal to vector BC by CB. So what is the value of vector BC? We have vector BC. The value of vector BC is, we got the value is 7.5 whole square divided by 0.1. 0.1 is nothing but the distance of C to B is 100 mm. When we have been converted that to the meter, it will become 0.1. So now if you want to substitute that 7.5 whole square divided by 0.1, so the acceleration component will be 562.5 meters per meter per second square, and the radial component of the acceleration of A with respect to B, then the acceleration R into AB will be equal to vector square A, that is vector A square divided by CB. So the value of the vector A is, already we got the 4 square divided by 0.3. Now when you want to substitute this, so we are going to get a value of 53.3 meters per second square. So now the vector C dash B double dash, that is R will be equal to 562.5, what the value initially we got. So now we can able to see A dash, B dash, C dash. So along with that, the acceleration component also moving along with that, we can able to see in this which the color has been highlighted, so that the direction that indicates about the vectors of that particular A dash, B dash and the C dash, and the radial component of this acceleration A with respect to B is now 53.3 meters per second, and with respect to C and B is 562.5 meters per second square. Now by measurement we find the acceleration of G, that is from A to G, that is the vector XA is 414 meters per second square, and from the acceleration diagram we find the tangential component, that is acceleration of A with respect to B will be the vector x into A, that is what we can able to see, this x into A dash which is there, that the value is 414 and the x into A is 546 when with the tangential component of acceleration of A with respect to B. Now the angular acceleration of AB will be, if I am going to measure angular acceleration, that alpha AB by BA, already what the values we got is 546 divided by 0.3, so we are going to get as a value of angular acceleration is 1820 radians per second. So now we got the angular acceleration AB is 1820 radians per second, and angular acceleration of from AB, that is what we got as 120 meters per second. So now we have been identified the or find out what the values for the given condition to find the angular velocity and angular acceleration of point G and AB. Thank you.